Everyone in my family has killed someone by Benjamin Stevenson. I already talked about it a little bit in my previous video. Actually, I talked about it quite a bit, which was not my intention, because I want to make a video just for that book, But either way, in my previous video, I said, I think a lot of people didn't like it because it's got dark humor, and I don't think they were really upfront about it. I almost wish I didn't use the word dark humor, although some of it may seem dark. Everyone has different sensitivities. I would say more dark gray. But either way, for a book I wasn't sure about, I am so enjoying this book. I'm a little more than halfway through, and I am really liking this book. It was a little slow starting. I wasn't sure about it, which is what brought me to look at the reviews, because I don't usually do that before I read a book. But now I'm like really liking the book. Very seldom does a book have me stop at the end of a chapter and go, and I have done that like 3 times in this book. So I'm excited about it. I just wanted to kind of hop on here and just say that. I'm thinking it may be the cop. That's not a spoiler, because that's just me guessing right now in the middle of the book. I'm thinking it's the cop. I'm also thinking I'm probably wrong, and I'm not even sure why. I can't quite put my finger on it, but then the cop is looking awful suspicious to me. But I'll let you know. Maybe. I struggle with wanting to tell you things throughout the book in these little clips. I enjoy doing this while I'm reading the book, but then I have to try to police myself. I don't want to do spoilers, Yeah, I kind of do, and then I don't. I mean, I could and just let you know. Spoiler, jump to this, but I don't know, they'll complicate things. I'll behave. But I think it's the cop. I gotta watch the spoilers, don't I? Gotta be so careful. Somebody just died, and it wasn't somebody who I would have expected would have died. This is the first book in a series. I don't know, this is someone I would have expected to be in the other books in the series. I don't want to say too much. And I have work tomorrow. I have to get up early, and I have to go to bed. And I don't want to. I want to keep reading. But I have to go to bed. Okay, I'm at the very, very end. They're all in a room. I'm about to learn all their secrets, and I'm about to learn who did it, who the murderer is. So I closed my book and I put it down. It's like, I don't want to read further. I don't want to look, but at the same time, I can't wait to find out. I should wait to say anything more until I actually do hit the last page, but this turned out to be a really good book. Anyways, I'll talk more about it afterwards. I just want to hop on and say that. So here we are. Where do I begin? To just write a review, I'm fine. I actually enjoy writing reviews. I'm not elaborate at it or anything like that. But I like writing things. I have time to sit there and think and formulate my words. How do I want to say this? But when I'm just talking to you and I want to tell you about the book, I find that sometimes I just ramble on and trip over my own tongue. That's why I started doing that, where I kind of do little clips as I think of stuff while I'm reading. It's fun. And it's also easier because you're just simply saying something in a pinch, considering I wasn't sure at first, I really ended up enjoying this book big time. I gave it 5 stars. Um, it was kind of like a snowball rolling through the snow. You just got this little thing at first, you're not sure, you know. I even checked the reviews. I was so unsure, which I don't like to do before I read a book because I don't like to be swayed or have any little thing put in my head, you know. But I started reading it and then I was second guessing myself. I wasn't quite sure and let me see what people are saying about this. And the reviews are so mixed, which I believe I've already talked about, so I won't repeat all that. Um, and like that snowball gets bigger and bigger as it goes through the snow. The further along I got through this book, the better it got, the more invested I got. I was sad to see it end. Like I was really enjoying this book. Actually, why don't we just make it easy on both of us? And I'll read my review, which you can find on Storygraph and Goodreads. I found it a little slow starting, but it picks up after a couple of chapters. There were lots of twists and turns, and the more I read, the more I couldn't put it down. The dark humor was delightful, and the mystery kept me engaged. Okay, let me just read it. I'm about to sidetrack already. Even if you guessed who did it, there's enough going on to keep it entertaining because there's so much more to the family's story. The ending didn't let me down, aside from revealing the murderer. I should have said, aside from revealing who the murderer was. Aside from revealing the murderer. Well, I can edit it. I'm QAing myself. All the loose ends are cleaned up. Okay, that bothers me. That's bothering me. Aside from revealing who the murderer was, is. Well, it was because I already read it. You can go both ways. Um, okay, how do I save that? Oh, no, update. Okay. Okay. The ending didn't let me down. Aside from revealing who the murderer was, all the loose ends are cleaned up. Um, I like that I wasn't left with unanswered questions. That happens so often in mysteries. I look forward to reading the second book in the series. The thing is, I'm glad I read that because it helped kind of refresh my memory on what I wanted to say. You get the basic mystery, the story. People are dying, who's doing it, all, as usual. But one of the things I really liked about it, about the ending, I don't want to do any spoilers here. It wasn't really an Easter egg, but it almost felt like it to me. Um, there were things that went on through the story in the lives of people and the victims. I'm choosing my words carefully. I don't want to do any spoilers. Um, at the very end, once they revealed who it was and everybody's secrets, because everybody had something. Um, then after that, like that was one day when they were in the library, typical mystery setting, and he's saying, and you did this and you did that and blah 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 blah. Um, not that same day, but after that, and they kind of clean up the loose ends, and this is what happened to this one and that one and the other one. I swear I'm going to make a video without spoilers and just give a warning at the beginning. Um, when the whole mystery was solved, everything is over, everything is done. And then with just a couple of little pieces of information after that, he still managed to make me go, oh, at the end of the book. Still, I really liked this book. And I want to say, oh my God, you've got to read it. I highly recommend it and all of that. But I'm afraid to, because after reading some of the other reviews, I can't guarantee you'll like the book. There were such mixed reviews on it, and most of the issues were with the authors, which is the main guy, even though he keeps saying he's not the main guy. He was. To me, he was. Um, his sense of humor. The all the bad, I'm going to say bad reviews, but they weren't all bad, like horrible. Um, but they didn't like his sense of humor. I loved his sense of humor. So give it a try. If you find that he really bugs you that much, then go ahead and put it down. But if you can get past that, even aside from all of that, if you remove his sense of humor, it's a dark sense of humor, but it's not dark as in really horribly dark. It's a little dark sense of humor. Even if the book didn't have any of that, it would still be a good book. The mystery itself, just the mystery, the bare bones of the book, just the mystery is worth reading. Because there are a lot of, I keep repeating myself now. See, I knew I was going to do that. It felt good to read a book that I would give 5 stars to, because the last couple of books I read, let me see, I got this open anyway. The last couple of books I read, where's my books? What am I clicking on here? Explore. Oh, that's me. Let me click on me and see what that does. That's my profile. Okay, yeah. The last couple of books, Death of an Author, I really didn't like. And Poison, that was that. I didn't hate it. That was the one I enjoyed it, but I had a list of grievances. So this was nice to read something and be like really into it and really enjoy it. Maybe his sense of humor wouldn't bother you as much if you were given a heads up. I really think the synopsis could have been a little bit more clear on that. Like, dark sense of humor wasn't even mentioned, and yet everyone's in the reviews saying his dark sense of humor. I could take it just so much, blah blah blah. You know, you either like that sort of thing or you don't. I didn't think it was that big a deal. I didn't think it was that. I've read books that were where it was so much more saturated with that I don't know. I can't explain it because I enjoyed it. So I'm not going to understand why someone else doesn't, whereas someone who doesn't is going to not understand what the heck I liked about it. You know what I mean? But I do. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it enough that I was going to start book number 2 right away. Which one's book number 2? The Bank of the Train. Everyone on this train is guilty, or everyone on this. Oh, I closed it. I forget which one it is. Okay, I just paused you. I had to go look. Everyone on this train is a suspect. That's book number 2. And I was going to jump right into book number 2, but it's $11 or $11.99, 12 bucks. And my library has it for free. So I don't want to spend $11 and some change if I can read it for free. So, but if there is a waiting list, so I put myself on the list, and while I wait for it, I'm going to start. Where did it go? Oh, it's the library. Oh, here it is. Because I've been eyeballing this one, so I'm going to read this next. The Library After Dark by Andy, Ande, Pelago, P-I. Wow, I can't even see that. Is that P-L-I or P-I-L? P-L-I-E-G-O. Um, and come to find out, this is, oh, I don't have it here. Oh, no. She has written 2 books. Hmm. It just keeps going back to that. Oh, this is okay. I'm on Kobo. For some reason, I thought I was on Goodreads or Storygraph, because you know how it goes to the author's profile. She's written 2 books, just 2 so far. You Are Fatally Invited, which was written in 2005, and The Library After Dark, which was written in 2026. Now, she wrote You Are Fatally Invited first, obviously 2025, 2026. I know. I hear me. I hear it too. But I didn't even know about that book, and I've been eyeballing The Library After Dark. And since they're not a series, I'm not going to worry about it. And if I like The Library After Dark, then I'll go ahead and read You Are Fatally Invited. Yeah. So I'm not going to talk about that though, because I'll video once I start reading it, which is probably going to be tonight. I'll start it. And then once the train one is up on the library, then I'll grab that. But how long have I been talking? This is going to be a short video. Just because I videoed all like while I was away last week. That was fun. But I already made a video. I can sit here and just start chatting about stuff. Next thing I know, it's an hour later. But what time is it? Oh, it's just about 6. Oh, wow. I got to get my supper, relax, get a cup of tea, and start my book. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this. I just wanted to hop on and let you know that I really did enjoy that book. So that was nice. I forget how many books are in the series. There's a few, I think. So I'm kind of skeptical because everyone in my family has killed someone. The concept of that, what I'm afraid of is that, oh, this was a great book, this was a good idea. And then you go on to do, now everyone in my family this, or everyone on the train that. How do I want to say it? Like it's going to be overdone. And I'm not even sure he's doing them exactly the same way. This was everyone in my family. That's everyone on the train. We'll see. We'll see, because I like this book enough that I'll keep going. And if it does get redundant, then I'll just stop. Right? Have you read any of the books in this series? Does it get redundant? Does it, like, let me know. Anyways, I'm going to go. Anyways. It's anyway, not anyways. We all have certain things we say, and it is not correct, and that is fine. Because if we all walked around sounding like a textbook, we would sound pompous. But there are sometimes certain words, we all get our pet peeve. And it's really frustrating when you do it yourself. Anyway, I'm going now. Stay groovy.